It's a bit about the response you've had so far from the video you posted.
Response from the video?
Yeah.
It's been mental. It's been... Everything I said in that video is what I've been saying for 4 years. But for the first time, there's been a platform for people to hear our true message and to hear what we're saying. And if I'm honest, I'm quite guilty myself when I look at the last 3 or 4 years of how I've carried myself, because I drunk a lot. The last documentary I'd done, a lot of it I was drunk, and this message I'm portraying is so serious that I was doing that a lot of the time to deal with the stresses and pressures of leading the English Defence League with everything that's come with it. But as I said, I've only had a drink once on St George's Day in 9 months, so I feel like a new person. I feel so focused on what we're doing and so dedicated to what I'm doing that I think it's going to grow.
So obviously your Twitter followers have almost trebled, almost quadrupled. Yeah. Why do you think that is now?
Because people are hearing the true message. People are seeing that since this horrific incident in Woolwich, we're the only people, the only organisation, actually the only group that are willing to say anything, willing to say it how it is, and that are tackling it. Everyone else is pandering around it and scared of it, and I'd like to thank everyone. I'd like to thank everyone that's followed me. I'd like to thank everyone that's joined our Facebook group. I'd like to thank all the Patriots that joined us yesterday in Newcastle, because I don't know if you've seen yourself, that I saw Theresa May on the news now, yeah? Everything that I said in that video, the government are addressing. It's like, and Theresa May is now saying they're going to tackle radicalisation within prisons. This new task force, although they're lumping the English Defence League in with it, they have to, I think, to appease the Muslims again. They're always appeasing. But I don't care, we're not bothered, as long as they're tackling the issues, which it looks like now they're starting to put their arse into gear to actually start addressing the issues. But then, do we have any confidence in it still? Where's David Cameron popping pills in Ibiza? He's in Ibiza, on holiday. Our country's in terror threat. There's more Muslims getting tasered just this morning and arrested for this plot, and he's out on holiday. You couldn't make it up, man.
That's mad. So we see a lot of people that have followed you, and a lot of people that are starting to show support from all sort of races and religions, and they all want to get involved. But I know a lot of people are quite worried that they're going to come to a demonstration, they're going to be targeted. Yeah. I know we've discussed the Sikh community, and there's even Muslims now on your Twitter page that are supporting what you're saying and want to come out.
I saw Sky News for the first time in 4 years. Sky News, Abdul comes to every one of our demonstrations. He's a Muslim lad from Glasgow, yeah, the Rangers, pro-British, pro-troops, pro-Queen, exactly what we want. Yeah, he comes to all of our demonstrations. He is treated like a god at our demonstrations, because that is what everyone's crying out for. Yeah? And Sky News for the first time actually showed an interview with him yesterday. So it's breaking the barrier, and he's standing there saying, I'm a Muslim, I'm here, I'm supporting these lads. And yesterday, I think people are seeing, all they have to do is this whole fear around our demonstrations is portrayed by the media. We're guilty of it sometimes. Angers and frustrations do spill over. But generally, our demonstrations are peaceful, unless they come under attack. Now yesterday we had, and I'm glad as well, everyone can see the biased media. Everyone can see it themselves. Just look at the video of how many people we had at our demonstration yesterday. Just watch the video and then see the news reports ranging from 750 to 1,500. There's a minimum 5,000 to 7,000 supporters on the street. So why are the media saying that if they haven't got an agenda? Why are they lying to the public to play it down? Why are they? And it's good now that there's a platform that all these people can see that and they can watch it themselves and think, yeah, they are lying. So that's what they've been doing to us for 4 years. Now, I want to thank everyone that, because it's not me saying it that makes anything possible, it's not the English Defence League that makes it possible, it's the presence and the support. When they see the support come in, and I've seen so many people now saying, I don't care if you call me a racist, I support what he's saying. And that's breaking taboos that haven't been broken. Everyone's walked on eggshells for 10 to 15 years, petrified of being called a racist. Now everyone's like, I don't care what you say, this is right and we're standing for it. So it's so satisfying to see that.
So how does that feel that obviously you've gone from a lot of people hating you on your Twitter to even apologising to you, saying that what you're saying is right? Things have just completely flipped over the last few days. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it feels good. I'm not gonna lie, you know what I mean? Usually I'll get it, but I'm still getting death threats, you know what I mean? I'm still constantly getting death threats, which I mentioned yesterday. I handed Bedfordshire Police 200 serious death threats to decapitate me, to kill my kids, yeah? Not one arrest. Yesterday, breaking news on Sky News, 3 arrests made for people from English Defence League or that sort of background for racial tweets. Now everyone who follows me can see it, right? Why are the police not doing anything about it? What's going on? What is it going to take before they act? It's going to take someone coming around and killing me, or killing my family, or something like that before they actually do something. Because all the warning signs are there again, as they were with what's happened with Lee Rigby. All the warning signs have been there. It's a progression. It's the same with us. Maybe the police want that. Maybe they just hope someone takes us out.
So everyone is thinking of coming tomorrow. What would you say to all the families that are thinking of coming up but are a bit apprehensive because of violence?
Don't be apprehensive. There won't be violence. That you saw yesterday, there was no violence in Newcastle, and I want to thank everyone for that, because I know how frustrated, angry, emotions are running high. but everyone kept it calm and channeled it, which will happen again tomorrow in London. And all I say is, just come out. The only way that they're going to listen is through people power. When they see it, like they're going to be listening now. They're listening. They're sitting up and listening. That's why they're actually starting to make all these new decisions. They're listening. And just come out. It'll be peaceful. And all I say is, to any lads that are really angry, yeah, this is an ideological war. This is not a war that you're going to win with punches, kicks, bottles, bricks, or smashing things up. If I thought we could go to London and smash our own capital up, and that would solve the problem, I'll be the first person saying that's what needs to happen. But that is the last thing that needs to happen. In this ideological war, we need to win the hearts and minds of the people. That's it. And we're winning them with hearts and minds of the people, which is terrifying them. People are hearing our voice, it's giving us a voice, it's giving the people a voice. And I just pray that everyone keeps calm tomorrow, comes. It's a day of respect tomorrow, nothing more. It's a day of respect in the support of our forces, in Lee Rigby and his family. Out of respect, everyone has to behave. I ask that people don't drink excessively, control yourselves, and let's have an amazing demonstration, and let's hope the political elite starts sitting up and listening.
Cool. So obviously, you know that there's a lot of the Sikh community that want to come, and there's a lot of other communities that want to come. Yeah. What obviously they're a bit apprehensive about coming, like we just said. And how do
you know what? If I was a Sikh, yeah, and I'd read the media reports and I read these left-wing organisation reports about the English Defence League, I'd be apprehensive. If I knew the English Defence League in my city, I wouldn't want to come out. Yeah? Yeah. But the brave ones have. They've braced that. They've got past that barrier, and they've been standing with us united for 4 years. Many Sikhs have. Now, all I can say to them is, just come along and see for yourself. They'll be welcomed, massively welcomed. And I just want to say to English Defence League supporters as well as Sikhs, because we do attract an underclass as well. We do, yeah? But what people have to understand is, with the English Defence League, you've got the good and you've got the bad, yeah? With the Sikh community, you can't get a better community in this country. You can't. They are so British. They celebrate St George's Day. The 88,000 turban-wearing Sikhs died in the World War. These are the best people I've ever met in my life, the Sikh community. The best. And it's criminal that they should be getting any backlash anywhere. It's criminal that innocent Muslims are getting it, yeah? But Sikhs is completely criminal because they love our forces, they love our troops. And there's a group of Sikhs that have been protesting for 4 months outside Downing Street. They're going to be there tomorrow as well. They're protesting against a Sikh fella who's on death row back in India. Now, they've been doing this non-stop. They've been doing it in shifts. And out of respect to them, I want everyone to understand that they were fearful. I understand their fears because of the media hype that's whipped up around it, but they've got nothing to fear. I ask everyone to show respect tomorrow across the country, show respect to the police. Most of these police are ex-forces. Do you know what I mean? So the last thing we can go down and do, or any supporters before you come think about doing, is having any sort of aggregation with British Police, the Metropolitan Police Force. I'm as angry with the police as the average man because I know that there's a two-tier policing system. I know they treat our community with iron fists and theirs with kid gloves. But that's not the average copper on the ground. That's come from the political policing at the top. So just everyone have a good day, man. I think it's going to be big. And let's just get our voice across peacefully. It's the only way we'll be heard.
Cool. And one last thing quickly. Obviously, we've heard that the Muslim community has been targeted massively since everything's happened. What would you say to any English Defence League supporters that are thinking of going out and causing trouble and attacking mosques and stuff like that?
It's like people saying about burning the Quran. Don't burn the Quran. Read the Quran. Read it. Understand the hate in it. One thing I want to point out as well is there's a sect in Islam called Ahmadiyya sect. They're so persecuted worldwide. If you actually start Googling and reading up about them, I've Googled, I've read so much about them, man. And it's really turned me on listening to the persecution they face. Worldwide. They're not recognised as Muslims. They're called infidels, they're not allowed to visit Mecca. They've got many mosques in this country. It's a fast-growing sect of Islam, actually, but it's only representative of 1%. That's why we have the problem. It's completely peaceful. They do tireless work in support of our troops. This is what I've found out. So it's like, and I see there's a threat, or there's supposedly been a threat against their mosque. This is where you have to realise how wrong it is, attacking any place of worship and that. They sell poppies, 20,000 poppies they sold this year. They do tireless charity work. Just Google them and have a look for yourself, and you'll see that obviously not all Muslims are bad anyway, but you'll see that this is a great sect that our government, this is a sort of sect our government should be promoting and pushing. And innocent Muslims, you know what's really, this angers me, is that in all this now, right, how has Muslims become the victims? That's why I hear we're scared. All I see on the TV is these Muslim leaders. We're scared. Our women are scared. Your women are scared. Your women are scared. Our soldiers' wives, how do you think they feel now when they're walking in the barracks? with their kids? Do you think they're looking over their shoulders? Of course they are. How do you think our troops are feeling? How do you think a parent feels with an 11-year-old daughter going to play out the park near a Muslim area with all these grooming gangs? But you're scared. We're scared every day. We're scared, but now that somehow it's been progressed that you're the victims. Your community are the victims. The biggest weapon Islam has is cry persecution. You're scared. We're not cutting your heads off. We're not planning to blow you up. We're not raping your kids, but you're scared. It's a liberty, absolute liberty. But I will at the same time progress that you're not going to get anywhere by attacking innocent Muslims at all. It's the completely wrong thing to do. It's a moronic thing to do.
Cool. So is there anything else you want to add about tomorrow and where people can find you and meet you? And
tomorrow, the meeting place is Whitehall from 11:30. Some people, there's a Wetherspoons there to go get food and have a social meet up, and then we'll be heading from there about 2:30 onto Downing Street, where there'll be speeches and just a coming together and just a complete show of respect in support of our armed forces. Yesterday, the media, I done interviews with so many media, ITV, CNN, Sky News, BBC News. Did any of them show it? The only way they'd have showed that is if we kicked off and rioted. They're there waiting and praying for us to kick off. So the last thing we can do is give them what they want.
Cool.
God bless. I'll see you tomorrow.